Also, it's my pleasure to introduce Peter Pan, Philip.
Hello.
Philip, you look... what is it? You don't look very comfortable sitting there today. I don't know why.
It's not every day you get to go on television wearing something that's almost indecent.
It's not. It's lovely. It's something that I would consider wearing on every Friday night. In fact, I do. But I am paid, and it's a completely different occupation. So, stop it. Now, Philip, Peter Pan that's a bit of a... you think of Peter Pan, Philip, and I don't want to be rude, but you think of Peter Pan, you think of Bonnie Langford. And you think of the other bird that did Peter Pan, you know, Toya.
Lady.
Sorry. The other lady. What's that other word you don't like? Now, Philip, tell me what the challenge is like when you've got all that history behind you.
Well, first thing, of course, I am Bonnie Langford at weekends. I've been Bonnie Langford for many years.
You have been to the same club as me. Or maybe not. Who knows? Ambiguous.
I'm a bit of an energetic actor.
Right.
I'm always mucking around. And, of course, you probably heard that my voice hasn't broken yet, which is also...
which is quite handy for playing, playing a young, sprightly thing.
Yeah.
But, no, the thing about it is, it's a very... we may be doing something different with it, but it is a very, very big part. It's a part that's got a lot of history to it, isn't it?
It can be a challenge in that you have a lot of things to look up to. You're often wondering... Are you doing it properly? You know, you look to the Disney thing, then you look to J.M. Barrie's original, you try and get bits. But you don't want to rip it off too much, because people just go, ah, he's copying.
Yeah. It was the first children's play, ever.
It was the first ever children's play?
Supposedly so, yeah. In the history of children's theatre, it was the first play written for children.
And I've just been told it's where the phrase Wendy House come from.
That's right.
Thank you. Because Wendy Lady lives in the Wendy House. That's right. Ashley, currently... anyway, never mind. He works on the show, Ashley, and he told me that. Bless him. Now, thanks for that. That made, what, 20 seconds of glorious television there. Carl, I swear you should be out of a job. Now, what I want to know about... The same question to you about Captain Hook, because... you've got Dustin Hoffman, you've got all of these people going back. Of course, you've got Robin Williams, but all of the, you know, you think of the Hook film, and you think of all the people that have played Captain Hook, all the, you know,
Brian Blessed,
Joss Ackland. Brian Blessed was classic. I actually saw Brian Blessed as Captain Hook. He's not sane, but he's actually very, very good with it as well. Coupled with the insanity, he's just mental, and that really does settle in. How are you doing it?
Well, our Captain Hook is, of course, very scary. I can do scary, and at the weekends while you're doing Peter Pan, I'm doing scary. So,
yes.
Or Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen.
Well,
let's have a look. You do look a bit like Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen at the moment.
Well, anyway, yes. Our Hook will be scary, and he will chill the blood of the children, of course.
Now, what about that? I mean, it's not going to be that scary, is it? Kids are going to enjoy it. Or are you looking to... I mean, I remember going... I know it's not pantomime, it's a separate thing, but I remember when I was a kid going to pantomime, I could never get through the first scene, because that was always the one with the witch or the demon or whatever, and I'd have to leave. I'm like, I don't want any of this. Who told this? No one told me it was going to be a video nasty.
Well, we don't get Hook until about 10 minutes in, so we've all got nice and relaxed, and then Hook comes along just to stir things up a bit. But Hook gets his just desserts, of course. There is a crocodile to put things straight.
There is a crocodile, as far as I remember, yes. Now, what's it like for you appearing in front of kids, an audience of kids? Is it easier? Is it harder? I mean, because they tend to not shut up. And a lot of them like to go to the toilet. I don't know what it is, but, you know, it doesn't matter how entertaining you're being on stage, someone wants to go to the loo.
They don't shut up if you're no good, so the proof of the pudding's going to be when we open this Saturday and see. But I've been working with kids for my whole career. It's quite true that they are the utmost audience. You always have to try to prove to them. If they don't like something, they're going to let you know.
Yeah. But we want booing, we want hissing, we encourage booing and hissing.
But at him,
really
not at me.
Not at you.
Yeah.
No. It is a long run. I know it's only on at the weekends, is that right?
That's right, Saturdays and Sundays.
But it's still going all the way through to April.
April the 8th, that's right, yeah, 40 shows.
I mean, you know, think about what we'll be doing then on April the 8th. I mean, you know, it's way in the future. And you're still going to be there, Peter Panning.
That's right, yep.
Has it been selling well?
Yeah, we've got a quarter of all our shows booked already.
Which is incredible, because I know the Colour House Theatre and the Wheelhouse Productions, and particularly the children's shows, have got a very, very good reputation. Why is that?
Well, they've been going for 6 years. This is, in fact, the 7th year now. This is the 31st original show. and I think they're just building on that great reputation they've been building up.
And Philip, for you to come in, how long have you worked with the Colour House Theatre and people like that? Is this your first show with Wheelhouse?
This is the first time I've actually been with them, yeah.
And what's it like to come into that?
It's been very easy, because you're working with people that know what they're doing. Very often with shows like this, sometimes you can go and meet these people, and you very quickly think, yes, I shouldn't have come to the audition. But these guys, they're well sussed, and it's very comfortable. It's nice family unit.
It is, isn't it? It's nice to work with people that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Wish I did. Now, what with you being the writer and adapting it and being in it, you would have thought that you direct it, but you're not. Peter Walder's directing, who helps run the Colour House Theatre and stuff like that. So can you separate yourself when he says, no, you're doing that wrong?
Yeah, it's very, very tempting, but like Philip's saying, we're in good hands, really, with Peter. Yeah, no, it's all coming along. We are a big, happy family, and we don't fall out too much, but if we do, then I've got a hook.
And you've got a hook.
And he hasn't. So.
Absolutely. What is your aim? What are you trying to get to the kids? Is it just pure entertainment, or do you want them to go out with a message, or what?
I think the enjoyment of the original story, because although we've had to downsize a little bit for our smaller theatre, at the same time we have stuck to the original story, and so it's just a great old story that, as we said, you know, was the first piece of kids theatre. And, yeah, I think they should just be treated to a cracking good yarn.
And frankly, they'll be entertained by your moustache alone.
They will be entertained by my moustache, which hopefully
because it has been performing remarkably well.
Yes.
What are you laughing at? Your laugh is incredible. Do you laugh like that on stage?
I laugh like that anyway.
That is marvellous. Sorry, we could just go off on one now. It's dangerous.
People laugh like Mr. Claypole off Rent a Ghost.
Oh, do it again!
No, shut.
He does! He laughs like Timothy Claypole! And frankly, right at this very moment, he looks like Timothy Claypole, but there we go. Do that? No? If we had special effects here at Cable 17, we would disappear into the ether. But apparently I'm Nadia Popoff, but there we go. Which means I've had a damn good run in Coronation Street as well. But this all sounds fantastic. Tell us where they can see it and why they should come and see it.
OK, it's every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. And it's at the Colour House Theatre? It's at the Colour House Theatre, which is at Merton Abbey Mills, of course, which is the famous craft market down in Collier's Wood.
It's right next to Collier's Wood Tube, basically.
In Collier's
Wood. It's Merton Abbey Mills, 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. from the 3rd of February to the 8th of April, every Saturday and Sunday. All tickets only a £5. Only a £5, and parents, it's only an hour long. Kids will love it, but for the parents, they can think, I'll be out in an hour, you know, because I'm sure it's entertaining for them as well. Philip, why should they come and see it?
Because it's fab. Good reason. It's a really fantastic show, and I'm not just saying it because a minute we want bums on seats. You know that Paul's written all the songs as well.
Yeah.
I love the songs in this. You sometimes go and see shows that have had specially written songs, you go, but these are really nice songs.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
you're not meant to be nice to each other. I mean, you know, you're enemies. What's going on?
Well, yeah, they are enemies, but Hook's a big softie at heart, and secretly he's rather hooked on Peter.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah,
is he really?
Secretly hooked.
And that hook's plastic, I've got to tell you. Well, you've got to leave your real one back at the ship, haven't you?
Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, you know, he gets through a few, and he finds, quite frankly, the plastic ones are more durable.
Oh, are they?
So,
well, that's all right. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to run through the details one more time. It's Peter Pan. I'm going to read it from this leaflet so that you don't have to. It's called Peter Pan. Timothy Claypole's off again. Peter Pan at the Colour House Theatre. He's going to kill me afterwards. Merton Abbey Mills, SW19, which is literally just round the corner from Collier's Wood Tube, where the old Abbey is, where the Sabre Centre is, OK? We can't say that because it's a leading supermarket, but where that leading supermarket that rhymes with Baber Benter is, that's where Merton Abbey Mills is. It's 0208 542 6644. 0208 542 6644 is the box office number. I'd like to thank you guys very much indeed for coming in and braving these marvellous costumes. Where are they from? Thank the people that got your costumes.
Oh yes, indeed. They're from the Carl Shorten Pantomime Costume Hire Shop, and very good they are too.